So apparently Ben Horowitz has said billionaires prefer black women and some black men are upset. But do you know what's so funny is every time one of these black men who don't date black women, and I have met several, every time one of these black men who don't date black women is called out for it, what do they say? It's just a preference. It's just a preference.
So, Ben Horowitz, I never said that. I never even spoke to the woman who originally posted it. I sent her a cease and desist, but I love my wife, but I don't talk like that about groups of people. That's first. Next, just let me say for full radical transparency, I actually used to date outside my race, right? I used to date white women. And every single relationship that I had, I encountered some form of racism. Either I had to be heard from their parents, the N word was mentioned in there, dirty looks from other people, etc. Moving on, let me just say this in code for those who do get it. There is truth in all mythology, so don't get high on your old supply. I know there's dudes balling, and yeah, that's nice. They gonna keep calling and trying, but you stay right, girl. And when you get on, you'll leave your ass for a white girl. And that's exactly what Kanye did. But he's not alone. There are a lot of black men who, when they make it, they prefer to switch to a white woman. Mainly athletes and a lot of entertainers. Now, this scene right here, you see all the time. The college football player that's about to get drafted to the NFL. He has his black family behind him, and he has his white girlfriend. Here are the Philadelphia Eagles, and these are their girlfriends and wives. Yeah, just let that marinate. My question is it preference or marketing? Now, this is from the census from 1960. White male, black female partnerships. The 1960 census revealed that 60% of interracial marriage involved a white man and a black woman. This introduces the gendered reactions to interracial marriage, tying back to the idea of blood. The idea of sex between black men and white women repulsed whites, while casual and often exploitative sex between white men and black women was ignored or accepted because it was normalized during slavery, when the white master did what he pleased with his property. Now, back to this photo for a second. Just a real curious question, because I'm inquisitive. Do you believe that this is natural, or are black athletes in a way hunted? Sought after because they're about to come into a lot of money in the NFL, or if something were to happen to that black athlete, who does all that money go to? You know, all those Jordans that you all buy every year, even though he keeps dropping the same motherfucking shoe and y'all just keep eating it up. Anyway, when Michael Jordan passes away, who does that legacy go to? Who does all of that money go to? The money that you guys spend religiously. Now, just to be clear and transparent, I'm not here to bash your preference. Just here to shed light on how your preference could be the result of subconscious mind control, subconscious marketing. Now, one of the main points behind this black wife effect trend is that a lot of black women were saying that black women are for grown men. White billionaires prefer black women because they can provide a home and hold down the household. Y'all have been doing that for centuries. Black women slaves who nourished a nation. Yes, you've been doing that for centuries. To be radically transparent, you would breastfeed those white babies during the days of slavery, and afterwards, the slave master would take you in the back and then create mulatto babies. All the while, there were strategic programs like the eugenics movement that were dead set on eradicating you as a person. Understand, and overstand. It wasn't a dislike. It was a hate. So much so that they wanted to get rid of you, your entire existence, while you birthed the nation. So please know that when certain trends like this come out, like the black wife effect, and then you have black women that are bashing black men, and you're encouraging other black women to choose white men, just know that their mothers and their grandmothers come along with the deal. You're not just marrying the man, you're marrying the entire family. And look, I'm not saying that all white people are racist, but history shows that a large number of them are. Now, another aspect that plays into this is welfare. and the promotion of the single black woman, the strong black woman who doesn't need a man, who can work on her own and provide for her children. This rhetoric turned into, for lack of better phrases, niggas ain't shit. Now, if you have mama at work and you have daddy incarcerated, who's teaching the children? Well, today you have artists like Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, who are both ops to our people. They don't teach anything of value other than how to twerk, how to hustle man for money, and apparently WAP. All the while, across the street, little Timmy and little Becky, who have their mom and dad married, have role models like this. Again, who's teaching your children? For the millennials, it was what? Foxy Brown, Little Kim, and then Foxy Brown and Little Kim created Cardi B, created Megan Thee Stallion, created Nicki Minaj. And then Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj created Matcha Latte. And it's a dangerous cycle. So you have these women who are teaching your daughters how to be strippers, and on the other end you have Young Thug and rappers teaching your men how to be gangsters. I personally believe that the Bloods and Crips and other gangs were started by the CIA. You can never convince me otherwise. Which is why the leaders of those gangs were incarcerated and are incarcerated to this day. So the real story doesn't get out. Now you have ops like Sexy Red who are strategically going to elementary schools, messing with the minds of children. And this is one of the root causes of the destruction of the black family in modern day. Ice Cube warns rap record labels encourage criminal behavior and help fuel private prisons. Here's an article by a writer named Alicia Lola Jones. The music industry funds private prisons, analyzing hip-hop urban legend. Here's an article titled Hip-Hop and Present Industrial Complex Conspiracy Revealed. This article goes on to say, according to public analysis from Bloomberg, the largest holder in Corrections Corporation of America is Vanguard Group Incorporated. Interestingly enough, Vanguard also holds considerable stake in the media giants determining this country's culture. In fact, Vanguard is the third largest holder in both Viacom and Time Warner. Vanguard is also the third largest holder in the GEO Group, whose correctional detention and community reentry services boast 101 facilities, approximately 73,000 beds, and 18,000 employees. Also mentioned in this article, well, the number one holder of both Viacom and Time Warner is a company called BlackRock. BlackRock is the second largest holder in Corrections Corporation of America, second only to Vanguard, and the sixth largest holder in the GEO Group. And lastly, there are many other startling overlaps in private prison mass media ownership, but two underlying facts become clear very quickly. The people who own the media are the same people who own private prisons. The exact same people, and using one to promote the other is, or would be, depending on your analysis, very lucrative. And you got songs coming out like this: bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. And then they present the hoe and trick, substantiating what that record said. So what you are seeing is the mass indoctrination of the black mind. You take away after school programs who keep young children engaged in learning, and you increase gangs on the street. You take away the black father and you put mama to work so she has no time to spend with the children. Celebrities become the one that teach your children. Movies, television, they teach your children. Young children are very impressionable. And in modern day, society equates white men with security and black men with struggling. Something else that plays into this that I'm not really going to go into is, have you noticed that with today's shows, if there is a black man in the show, the black man is gay? So you're taking away the numbers for a black woman to choose from. Either they're in jail or they're homosexual. So when black women look for husbands, their options are slim to none. I have a lot more to say about this, but let's talk solutions real quick. Instead of having concerts that young black people go to and they learn absolutely nothing, let's have conferences where we get together and we talk about black economics. Black men, you can start off in community college and you can work your way up. You can go to trade school. You can become an engineer, a plumber, start your own business. There are billions of dollars that go unclaimed every single year that are meant for young black men and women. The same way y'all hit those corners, my G, you can hit the classrooms and hustle those scholarships. And if these artists really care for you, they will be paying for your education, not your miseducation. I love y'all. Stay aware and united. Oh, yeah, and make sure you read this.